Going to call the March City Council meeting to order. We are privileged to have with us tonight a Cub Scout, Mr. Ian McElhaney, and if you will come to the front, he is going to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Pardon me? If you'll just stand right there, okay. And your flag's right here. See, it's right there behind Mr. Pierce. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, sir. You'll remain standing, please, as we have a word of prayer. Our Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this time to come together and, Lord, to do the business of our city. Lord, I just ask for your guidance in each and every item that we discuss. Lord, just be with our country, be with our servicemen and women. Lord, we just ask for unity and for our country to come together to do what is best. In your name I pray. Amen. Miss Susan, if you will call roll, please.
Yates.
Here.
Minor. Yes. Harris.
Yes.
Melton.
Yes.
Maker.
Yes.
Hyler.
Yes.
All right. First we have the approval of the minutes. If we don't have any corrections or comments, I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I need a second, please.
I'll second.
Hyler.
Yes.
Maker.
Yes.
Melton.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Minor. Yes. Yates.
Yes.
Okay, next we have your financials. Any questions or discussions on anything there? We're just kind of into the year. Then Devin's gonna have a question here in just a few minutes, or a comment for you. If not, I need a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve.
Need a second.
I'll second it.
Melton.
Yes.
Maker.
Yes.
Hyler.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Yates.
Yes.
Minor. Yes.
And as stand corrected on that, we're going to discuss what Devin has to talk to you about, March the 30th in our department meeting. So I apologize for that. You do have your department head listing there. And committee reports, I do want to let you know that A&P is in the process of hiring a replacement for Maddie. Maddie did turn her resignation in, and it was effective March the 3rd. They are having their A&P meeting here tomorrow night at 4. And the reason they did not have it tonight was so that you all could appoint Summer to the commission. So that's all that we have. I will say that after having some discussion with department heads and some time, you know, y'all would go 1 month and you would be here 3 nights in 1 month. And we just kind of sit down, want to try something a little different, is we'll hold them quarterly. And I do believe I sent that out to you in an email, the dates that I had for those. If not, I will get those to you, and Robbie, I'll get those to you for the paper. But our first one will be March the 30th. And at that time, the department heads will be here, all council will be here, and we can just discuss anything that is coming up at that time. In the event that before we have a quarterly meeting and something urgent comes up, we still have that option to get together. So just so, does anybody have any questions or comments on that?
Who's gonna be held quarterly? What?
It is, like department head, council, it's like a work study meeting is what it will be. And the department heads will come at that time and kind of let the council, if they have any questions, because they do every month give them a report in their packet, But then if something comes up, or if they need to reappropriate funds, that's when it will be discussed then, instead of doing them where we did have them some even months, some odd months. We're just gonna try to do something a little different this year. So all the council would usually come to the meetings anyway, so this is just try something different, try and see if it works.
Just fewer meetings for you, county. And,
Okay, we did have someone mark on the public input, but they're actually on under new business, and so I assured them that they needed more than 3 minutes to talk, so we do not have anyone under public input. So under old business, first is the OAYO agreement. I thought Mr. Kinney was going to be here, so I don't know, something may have come up, but Mr. Brockett brought up a really good suggestion. We need to go over that and make any corrections. And if we need to, like you said, they've worked without a contract anyway. But if something were for some reason, we could hold a special meeting prior to the 30th at 5:30. I don't foresee that to happen, but otherwise, go through here, see what you have issues with, and then we will approve it in the April meeting. So if you will turn to your contract there with, what it says, between the City of Ozark and Ozark Area Youth Organization.
One thing I'll point out, right now, we didn't have a specific language for the softball fields, but before we met, so they're number 1, 2, and 3, and they're on Walden Drive, so I'll change that up to where we have actual designated as part of the usable areas. And also the bathrooms will be located on Walden Drive as well. Those are not built yet, but we'll put those, and that'll all be part of what we consider the usable areas. Now, this contract, I think, is the one they sent back to us. I had modified it and sent it back out to everybody, but that one didn't get printed, so your comment about them maintaining the bathroom, be responsible, that's not included in this one. That is in the one that I sent back out, but, so we'll need to modify that on here. Those were kind of the only main points that I got from everybody, or at least the two that responded to me, was just they wanted to make sure that during the season, which we don't have a designated season every year, it kind of fluctuates, I guess, but it does start after spring break.
After spring break, yes.
So we can say it starts after spring break, and then do we know when it kind of sort of ends? When we can put a dead?
Before school is out, I do know that they don't play after school ends,
So
Okay.
probably if we just said mid-May,
Okay, no later than maybe the end of May?
yeah,
Okay,
let's do that,
we
and
can
that
do
way it
that.
gives it a broader time for
Yeah,
them.
so we'll put that as far as the season, and then we'll put it in there, they'll be responsible for maintaining those bathrooms and the cost of them during the season. But other than that, I didn't get any other comments. So was there anything else that any of you can think about?
What about any tournaments that they hold outside the season?
Okay, do they do tournaments after the end of May?
They were talking like they were wanting to do that night that they were here, but, I mean, if they hold tournaments, I would say they're responsible for cleaning up.
Okay, well, we can put, maybe we can classify the season during our time to end of May, but then postseason, we can designate that any time after the end of May that they're hosting tournaments, that they'll be responsible for it as well. That take care of that concern.
You know, with, like, outside of their season, we do have some local churches that like to use those fields some evenings, and typically during their season, we won't let them use them because we don't know what nights they're gonna be playing. But if we could have in there that the city hosts, maybe has the right to allow certain organizations or whatever to be able to use those fields while not during their season. We do have some churches that like to use those fields to play games on them, as they do, but not softball, they don't play other games. So,
And I think there was a question regarding representatives
Yeah, there's
from
a partnership.
both agencies. So
Yeah, this contract came from the school district contract, and I don't know if.
And I don't even know that we follow that, do we? I mean, there's not any one here. Hang on, good job. We're discussing you. Come on up. Mhm. No, yours, I'm sorry.
Working at the baseball field.
Yeah, under paragraph 6, we have a communication, and it references the establishment of a partnership advisory board that shall be composed of representatives of both agencies to develop their appropriate use schedule of usable areas. So I don't know, obviously someone from OAYO needs to be on it, someone from the city, so I don't know who, or do we want more than that?
So Taylor, were y'all having your, like, would that be your board of directors that would be representative for
Yes,
them,
ma'am.
just your current board?
Yes, just our current board.
And I would think if we had a council member, well, you publicize your meetings too, so I mean, that's just up to y'all if you would want two on there.
Argus, since he's Parks and Rec.
Huh?
I nominate Argus since he's Parks and Rec.
Well, we've kind of done away with those committees.
Oh, yeah, that's
So, but it does, so it's open to anybody that wants to do it. But I probably, now that I'm thinking about it, we have two on the AMP. I think probably two would probably be probably good that way. That way if one of you couldn't make it, the other one was there. And we can come to that unless somebody wants to decide that tonight. We could just say two representatives from the Ozark City Council.
Yeah, I wouldn't list the names in here because.
Yeah, just, it
that
could
change.
fluctuate.
Exactly.
Right.
The one thing that you missed, Mr. Kenny, is the season. We're designating that as the period of March to May.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a separate postseason. So if you guys host any tournaments after May, that'd be postseason. But during those time periods, you guys will be responsible for maintaining the bathrooms as well. So the cost of the bathrooms, concession, everything like that.
Yep.
You guys will handle that.
Okay.
Now, the bathrooms are currently being built, apparently, so we will designate those as part of the usable areas.
Okay.
And we'll designate those on Walden Street. And then we have the fields 1, 2, and 3. I understand you guys might have it sponsorship or whatever, but as far as this contract, we're just designating them as 1, 2, and 3 on Walden Drive.
That's perfectly fine.
And then one thing the city wants to be able to do, that if you guys are not using them and it doesn't interfere with your use of the usable areas, they will allow other entities to be able to use those fields.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any other comments, questions, or suggestions from the council?
I think those were again, those were the biggest things, was the cost of the upkeep and then also the partnership agreement to determine. Now, it says in here they're gonna meet no less than annually, but if we're gonna put the board of the OAYO and then 2 representatives, they can do whatever that
They
meeting
can
is.
decide
They
how
can
they
meet
want
as
to.
often as they want.
Okay.
If we say in there no less than annually, we know they're gonna meet at least once, so that should be fine.
And Taylor, we will have this ready to vote on in the April meeting, and
Okay.
like we had discussed, we've not had one anyway, so there shouldn't be an issue, but that's when the next one, and I believe that was the
April
13th.
13th.
Yes. And I know you'll be using the fields prior to that, but I mean, there's not a problem, is there? Okay.
Perfect. Well, thank y'all.
Okay, thank you, sir, we appreciate it.
Sorry for being late.
Hey,
No
we
problem,
got
Taylor.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, Artemis McElhaney with the Boy Scout Project.
I think everybody's got a
the only comment I got, and I know you and I haven't met yet, but the only thing that I know from some of the council was we want to make sure that it doesn't just have a bunch of metal shipping containers or anything like that built up over there.
Nope.
But I'm assuming that's what we're gonna have to work together, submit to the Corps anyway with a detailed plan based on the lease that I saw, that was part of the requirements
Right.
before we sublease it. So I think,
That's
My
why I'm
opinion.
wanting to just, I think I'm gonna go with just a metal carport, that way when the lease is over, we can remove it, it's not a permanent structure. And the
Okay.
scouts can still have possession of that, and just enclose one end of it and use that for storage.
okay. Unless there was something else from the
Does
council, I
anybody-
think that's.
No, that was
That's it.
good.
Sound good?
Yeah. So,
Make sure it stays neat and clean for,
yes, especially where he is.
yep.
Yeah, I think you guys can orally do a resolution just to authorize him to submit it.
So do we need to do that now?
I would, yeah.
If we've
Because
done
you
one of
have-
those, so,
I would, well, you got the proposed letter that he wants to
Okay.
send, and just take a motion to approve him sending this
on to the
with,
Corps.
with the city's permission.
Okay,
Hey, I'll make a motion to send this letter from Mr. Michael Haney, representing the Cub Scouts, to the Corps of Engineers for approval for them to be able to sublease this area.
you
I'll
heard the
second.
motion, I need a second,
I'll
please.
second it.
Yates,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Minor, yes, Tyler,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, sir. Main Street, Ozark, T-Mobile grant, Mr. McCormick.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So is this thing on? Okay, so we wanted to make sure that we were meeting regular so that we could get updates on the T-Mobile grant. I know last time we had met, we were looking at some proposals, to give to y'all. I will be very transparent with y'all. It has been very difficult because of the size of the project. A lot of large organizations or companies don't want to come this far, quote unquote, for that small of a budget type of project. So we have reached out to Landscape Structures, Mickle and Griffin, Little Tikes, and then Nabholz and a couple others. We're waiting for a few of those to get back with us for more solid information, but a few have instructed us to see if we can modify what that project looks like. One of the modifications is to take away the water feature, which was a concern with us in the beginning as well. We are working with the T-Mobile individuals to see if it is mission critical for the grant proposal. And so if that is the case, we would be able to probably move forward with a couple of these proposals to see if they were the individuals to help. Otherwise, we may need to source local, and that's when we wanted to see about pulling in Parks and Rec or individuals maybe with the city that are basically already on contract, maybe to do individual sourcing for any of the items, if that was a better way to keep the money local for contractors and then still be able to finish that project within the time scope. So.
What is your time frame on that? When do they,
Children need to be playing on it by September 8th.
okay,
So,
Wow.
so we're, and a little of the history behind so we had a bunch of proposals out, and a lot of them were really excited. We were very transparent with how much money we had for the funding. We got some additional funding from DTR, from Main Street, Arkansas, and so that put it about at $70,000 for the project. And then we were looking at local companies and individuals who wanted to help sponsor. And they seemed to be excited until they got the proposals and saw the space and saw the how far away from their regional post they would be. And so a lot of them were out in Northwest Arkansas and Little Rock, and then they kind of backed up and backpedaled. And then the holidays hit, and we were calling and trying to get people. And so these are kind of the 4 that we have had responses from, or we have connections through that we know that there is interest. And so we're really trying to rework that. So that's why I'm going back to T-Mobile to say, okay, the shade structures, the signs for the nature and education, we're already working through those things. So really, a couple of the big items is the coverage for the ground. So we were gonna put down, you know, I don't know what it's called. There's a technical term for it, the squishy ground. You know, and so, you know, that needs a professional that knows how to do that. And then if we do have to keep some type of water item there, then that would also, you know, have to bring in somebody a little bit more elevated. So we just wanted to give an update at this meeting so that y'all were aware and y'all knew that there were things, and maybe this is something, if we have time or available to maybe meet with Parks and Rec or with individuals of the city more regularly, so that we can kind of see, as I'm meeting with T-Mobile or with some of these engineers, I may have to pull in and say, you know, y'all are the pros of the city, rather than.
Well, and that could be something that you all discuss at your Main Street meetings, the 4th
Yes, the 4th
Wednesday of
every
the month. And that way, if some of them wanted to attend that,
Yeah,
I'm sure you
absolutely.
could discuss that there as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Could you send out a reminder to us when that meeting is, just so
Yeah.
we'll have it put in our calendars?
Yeah, I can. I know you have a lot of meetings rolling around. That's like me, Roxy found me out there like, am I here on the right day? Yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
So March 25th at what time?
March
Noon?
25th at noon.
Noon.
New.
Noon.
Yeah, and they are.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Justin? And you hold your meetings upstairs at the chamber office. Okay, thank you, sir. We've been getting questions, comments, wanting to know when city's gonna recoup their money back from the Kimbrough building. So we asked Mr. Brockett to give us an update, let everybody know where things stand as we are right now. And floor is yours.
Okay, well, so 75% of the building has been turned over to the city. We've got one heir, Sarah Kimbrough, who would not sign the original warranty deed. She wanted to retain her mineral rights. So I've revised that deed for her and emailed that to her. Hopefully we'll have that back in the next week or so. As soon as that's done, we will have to dismiss the current lawsuit and refile a quiet title action, because there is a 20% interest of that building that is unknown. The title company has searched and searched, and they cannot locate who possibly owns that part of the building. So we will do a quiet title. We'll have to publish it in the paper once 30 days is over with. I don't anticipate any potential person coming forward trying to claim that interest. Then we will get an order from the circuit court stating that building is ours, and then the city will be able to do as it pleases with that building. Auction it, sell it, rent it, whatever you guys decide to do with it. So hopefully by, let's say, the end of April, we will have it resolved.
Sounds good.
So you all be thinking of what you might want to be considering doing with that building. You know the amount of money that we spent on it, what we have in it. We know how auctions go. That's one time I don't know that we would recoup our money on an auction. I don't know.
I mean, Fred's old building brought 50 grand at auction. It's 8,000 something square feet, and the corner building brought 90, and it's 12,000 square feet. So I don't know how big the Kimbrough building is, but you're talking 5,000 square feet or so.
Right.
Do you remember
So-
what our exact amount we were in it for? Was it like 125?
It was
Under 120, wasn't it?
121,
More than
I
that if you
think
go
we,
back all the years. It's probably-
oh, yeah, we don't want, if we started at 2015 to now, you don't wanna know, I'm sure, what we've got in there.
It's probably 150, 200.
I'd say close to 200,
Yeah,
I would,
so it ain't gonna bring that money.
no.
Think positive, Charlie.
Yes, he's positive it won't.
No, I said think positive.
But it's got a new roof and all on it now, which is a big,
That's a
And
big
it's
selling
got a back
point.
wall that.
It
And
has
it's
a
got-
wall that
Yeah,
is
it's completely
stable,
unstable,
now, granted, it's not the original, but it does
I
look
mean,
a whole lot
it ain't one of the
better.
worst buildings downtown.
No,
don't get
it
me wrong.
isn't, no. So, but you all be thinking, and then we'll kinda throw that around, to kinda, so we know, have a plan with what we want to do with that. All right, thank you, sir, for getting us updated, and so the public will know where we stand with that. Before we get started with the new business, I do need to add an item to the agenda under Union Bank. We have got to, have it noted on our minutes about signers. So if we can add item D, and it'll be Union Bank, please.
I'll make a motion to add item D for Union Bank.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Yates,
Yes.
Minor,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
So first, under new business, we needed an individual to serve on the A&P Commission. And, only had one brave soul offer, and that was Miss Summer Minor. So I need a motion tonight to add her. She will be taking Lauren's place. And, so I need a motion to approve Summer to be on the A&P Commission and get your life jacket on.
I make a motion to approve Summer.
Notice how fast he did that, 'cause we sure,
We were all like this.
everybody's like, get it, get it. Okay, we do have a motion, I need a second, please.
I'll second it.
See your friends.
See. Tyler. Tyler,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Minor. Yes.
You can abstain.
You could, but don't.
Yes.
No, let's not do that, no. All right, thank you.
Oh,
Next-
you forgot
Yes.
he's.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yates.
You forgot Yates. Oh, we did? I didn't hear.
I didn't, I'm sorry, I didn't. hear.
Yates.
Say it again.
Say it again. Okay.
So, next item is, I know people, I had somebody call, is that a misprint? Christmas was 3 months ago. The Ozark School District, had given out, bonuses to each employee, not just certified staff, but to everyone. And Mr. Vanderpool had reached out, and they wanted to make sure that Officer Warren received one of those as well. So when I went to the municipal league, because my thought was, okay, just write him a check, school give us a check, we deposit it. It needs to be on record, so someone doesn't come back and say that Officer Warren got 2 checks. One was obviously from the city, his Christmas bonus, but this was from the school. And I think you all got your letters, did I send those out? I emailed those probably about a month ago, right after the last council meeting.
What kind of lid?
It was just from Mr., I thought it was gonna be in the packet, we didn't get it in the packet, I gave it to you?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm sorry, I
I
thought,
don't remember it either.
okay. Basically, he was just asking for the council to, approve, what the school will do, they will send Marla a check, and then she will turn around, she'll deposit it, turn it around, and issue David, it's, $750, and it is a one-time bonus. So So I need a motion to approve that, and now you've got money to spend on spring break.
So the school they don't write them as.
No, it won't, because he's not on their payroll. So, and the league as well said it needs to come through here, so we have a paper trail plus it in the minutes.
Do we tax it?
That's,
Don't have to be, won't it?
Yeah, it has to be.
I think they're paying enough that the taxes will be covered.
Okay.
So if you tax it, so if you get $700, you're gonna give you $750, whatever it is, so you tax it, you still get the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to receive a check from the Ozark School District to pay Officer Warren a $750 Christmas bonus, which we process through city funds, or city accounts.
General.
City general,
Mhm.
so, whatever we need to
And
do.
then just issue him the
And
check.
then issue him the check for $750.
I second.
Hyler,
Yes.
Maker,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Minor, Yes. Yates.
Yes.
Devin, since it didn't get in the packet, and I'm second guessing if I did send that to them, can you go print each one of them a copy of that letter, please? Thank you. All right, next we have the Franklin County Fair Board. I think Rose is gonna be the spokesperson, but Teresa and Rose's right hand, Danny, bless his heart, his honeydew list.
I think y'all can probably hear me.
Well, for television, but you gotta, yeah, sorry, you get to be in the limelight for a minute.
Okay, I prepared a letter and a couple of printouts that was sent out to you guys. The Fair Board owns where the Tractor Club is on the west side of Hillbilly Drive. We have 34 acres there. We lease some of it to the Tractor Club for their barns and stuff. I've been working with Devin. He was trying to find a place to, set up a gun range, training range, and we have a lease, the Fair Board does, that was signed by Bernie McDaniel. It's a 99-year lease, and what it leases is the driveway and around the ball field where people park at the fairgrounds, and then in behind the fair building where the arena sits. And so what I and the Fair Board are proposing is we swap y'all guys about 12 acres over here on this side. It would join OAYO and go basically almost to the Tractor Club driveway and go straight back. And we take those two, there's one of them that's 1.9 and then 1.91. And just swapping those. We don't use that across the road. Devin has said that there's a lot of possibilities. He could use that. It's close here to his training center. And like the letter says, the city can't use that really because of the lease. But that way, it would give Devin and them a shooting range right here, training to go right along with their training room that they have here. The Fair Board will pay for the surveying of around our fair building, those two little spots. And then the other, we can either make a deed or you can have it surveyed, but it'd be almost 12 acres of it across there. Devin, do you have anything to add?
So, we did have the range out behind the co-op. And all that rain and stuff we had last year, all that caved in on us. I've talked to the city, street department, and the county guys. They said they could dig all that stuff out, but they're afraid that it's gonna collapse back in on it again. So it's right at the bottom of their landfill up there on the top. So we've been looking for some place that we could, put a range up. We've got, a couple classes coming up in April. We've got a basic sniper operations class, and then we have, University of Arkansas Criminal Justice Institute is hosting a class on evidence collection with bullets and stuff, fired rounds. So we need a place that they can come up here and whenever we're doing the class, and we can shoot into vehicles and different things to see what the bullet coming up in April. Then we have to qualify at least once a year. Right now, we don't have a place to qualify, so we've been using a place outside the county, out in the county, whenever we can use it. We have to call ahead of time and get that set up so we can use it. So it's really handy if we have something here that's close that we can use. Shouldn't cost a whole lot to fix us our range out there. I think we've got some dirt and stuff that we can haul and make some mounds up. There's nothing behind it in the fields.
Yeah, there's no
So-
houses out past it, so it wouldn't endanger, it's open fields out there, but it's like 1,400 square foot, 1,400 foot from the road to the very back of it, so.
Well, there's enough land there too, besides what you're wanting, we could do street department or something else out there
Yeah,
also.
so there's, she said there's right at 12 acres. That would allow the street, if we want to move all these, the street
Yes.
department, all the equipment stuff, put it out there. We could put up a fence around it. Just be a good place for them to get in and out, and then it wouldn't be right back here in the community center. And there's plenty of land out there that we can have both the street
Right.
department and our deal. And then you could probably even put other stuff out there if you want to eventually. And we only need 100 yards for our range. 100 yards and in, so there's plenty of, I think we measured almost 400 yards or so from the one fence to the other fence. It's like 380 yards, I believe.
Well, if this is good for the fair board, I know it's good for, I think it's good for us. I think we need to
me, it
pursue
benefits
it.
both priorities of it.
Absolutely.
And it solves, it makes it sensible to me for Devin and the training that they want to do, they can do it right here, close.
The access road would be the same as the OYL.
So I don't know, we haven't talked about it. I have to get with Mike and see if you want to come off with another road to access it, or,
You probably have to, because I figure that road going all the way belongs to them,
I believe it does, yes.
so we probably have to build our own driveway.
which wouldn't be hard, we just need a culvert and some dirt, and
Yeah,
they've got one just further down where the tractor place is.
yeah, the
They've got a
tractor
culvert
club
there.
has a culvert there and they go into theirs. But it's basically, goes right up close to the from OAYO to the tractor club driveway. And then tractor club has another building out back, but we just go straight back through there.
I think it's a good idea. I got one question for you, Devin. Your range, I know you said there's no houses behind it. What about these houses in the picture? What are you gonna do to prevent, since you're using high-powered rifles at that
So
point?
there's not any houses right down where we put the range. There's houses over at Pleasant Homes.
The
But
backside?
it's further to the south than what we'd be at.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because you said you're gonna use sniper training, so.
Well,
And
we
then
have to
bullets gonna
qualify-
travel a little bit more than your
We have to
pistols.
qualify with rifles and stuff too, but there's not any houses out here. There's
So,
the house over here.
This won't be any chance of it.
No, if you put your berms and stuff up here, there shouldn't be any problem.
Okay.
Shouldn't be any problem.
Just wanna make sure.
We shoot it
Yeah.
straight anyway.
No.
And this is, the Franklin County Board has all approved of this unanimously and in support of it, so.
That's like a win for everybody.
I guess my question would be to Mr. Brockett, is this gonna be it's not gonna be a big issue to do a sublease or anything on this through, or however we need to do it?
You would just be swapping deeds.
Okay.
I mean, they'll be deeding their interest to
Okay.
you on the 12 acres. I would recommend that the city pay for a survey.
Okay, that was my question to
Yes.
you, so
That
you
was my
done
next-
answered it.
next
I would
question.
recommend that so that you
Okay.
guys know exactly where your boundaries
our
are.
boundaries
So,
Okay.
obviously, I think the city would need to put up a fence in between, and so you didn't have to worry about any type of kids walking in there and getting hurt or whatever, so, for liability purposes, but, so you can get it appraised, or get the 12 acre surveyed, and then we just do a land swap deeds.
So what do we need to do about the lease? How do we dissolve that?
The 99-year lease, once you deed it over to them, it would dissolve.
It'd be,
Yeah,
so
the
just
city
simple.
would be out of it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
The land there that they're wanting is just a little bit of, comes right around where the ball field is, and then on the south side of the fairgrounds, and then where the rodeo arena is.
so,
Yeah, it comes out to be like 4.81 acres, what we'd actually be getting from the city. We'll have ours, we'll have that surveyed as well, and that, since it is going around that ball fence there, to make sure that we everything's correct with it.
I have a question arose in,
Okay.
where's the other acre?
Where's what?
It's right on.
Two,
There's,
There's a
two,
one.
two, almost.
That's
There's-
3.91, she said 4.91.
there's,
So it comes around here and then it goes right through here and then we come back up.
oh, it may not be
Okay.
4.81.
It's gonna come like this right here.
Okay. I was just wondering where the other acre was.
3.81.
It's 1.9 and 1.91. Yeah.
That area right through here is like.
Well, see, there's not nothing, the fairgrounds owns to the chain link fence in the middle there that we got from the city years ago.
Okay.
So it's two different,
So it's not
Spots.
So
connected
it's
then.
actually the
3.81.
swap for the 12 acres versus the 4 point,
say,
what,
4
3?
acres.
4 acres.
Yeah, 3.81.
Yes, because I want to make sure I get that right for the radio in the morning.
3.81.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.8. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
What do we need, a motion to proceed ahead, or?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are, if you wanna accept it, then I would make a motion to accept the land swap proposal, and part of that would be to retain an appraisal to appraise the 12 acres that will be received. Yeah, sorry.
Survey.
Survey the 12 acres that you're going to receive,
Will this be an ordinance or resolution on this?
be an ordinance.
I will make a motion that we, how's that need to be worded, Chris? With a survey,
What'd he say?
Just what
with
he
a
said.
survey,
Okay.
swap the land that
Yeah,
the
you're
city
in
has.
favor of accepting the land swap proposal?
Approximate 4 acres for the 12 acres.
Yes,
And then we will approve the ordinance in April.
yes,
But
once
we
you get
can
the
go-
survey.
Okay,
Yeah, once you get the survey, we'll have a legal description
okay.
of everything, and we'll read through those legal descriptions that you're, that's always the fun part, but we'll
Hey,
just
I
have that
think
legal
Susan
description.
found out at the municipal league, you don't have to read all that, do you?
That's
We
right.
didn't want the heart to tell you all that after she read for an hour that night. We didn't know that at that time. though.
Sure.
No, she didn't. They took it.
Because we all went, don't tell Angela.
We
Yeah.
all did. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. Did I? No, we don't. We did. You
Yes.
did.
Yes.
Right.
I made a motion.
Randy? Randy or Art?
I did.
Or just I'll second it.
Okay, sorry.
Melton,
Yes.
Maker,
Yes.
Hyler,
Yes.
Yates,
Yes.
Minor. Yes. Harris.
Yes.
Rose and the Fair Board, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next is the Union Bank. I reached out to Marla this week, and, they still had, unfortunately, as signers, Mr. McNutt, Sonia Eveld, and Cecil Zollicoffer. So we need to update our signers, which they suggested, Marla and I. And in doing that, we are changing, we had it at a 1% for 3 months. So we went with a 6-month at a 4%. But they need that in writing in our minutes. So I need a motion to, it will automatically take off the other 3 and put Marla and I on there as signers. And that, because of it being, they don't need any more than that. Because I thought we could just revert everyone over, but it's not like we're signing checks or anything, it's just for the CD. So I need a motion.
I'll make the motion to do that.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Hyler,
Yes.
Maker,
Yes.
Melton,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Minor. Yes. Yates.
Yes.
Is there a reason why we have to keep that Union Bank? I mean, is it like?
Well, we have 4 CDs at Banco ZK.
Right. So we're just.
And I just think they, at that time, I remember us, because it was when First National came in, and we as a council decided to put some money there.
That actually is not a bad rate. for a CD.
It isn't.
No, it's a good one right now.
I'm thinking that's better than
Than
Franco
what we're paying
ZK's.
it, oh, yes, it is.
So,
And I know you had mentioned earlier about
Yeah.
some, and I know we have our credit card with Simmons Bank. So that might be something that we might want to look at putting a little more money there if we can get a better interest rate.
yeah.
And have it spread out a little more.
Yeah, I'd have them both give us
Okay,
a quote on it,
we'll have that and have that ready for you next month.
yeah.
Ward, W-A-R-D. Please.
I'm all about more interest.
Well, look what it's done to those others.
Yep.
And we'll need to get, Robbie, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the one staple that Sarah got me. She called me the staple queen.
I got one too.
As of February 2026, we have 5 CDs totaling $2,735,386.57. Our general fund checking account at the end of February was $1,454,927.79. Obviously, anyone wishing more details on the financial stability of the city is welcome to come to the monthly council meetings, come to the office. We are an open book, and we would be glad to sit down and cover that with you. We're currently running the city with 36 full-time employees, 27 part-time, 6 council members, and 11 volunteer firefighters. I've had the pleasure of this year to serve on the Arkansas Municipal League Executive Board, the Arkansas State Tire Board, the River Valley Solid Waste Board, and recently the Fort Smith Regional Alliance and the Western Arkansas Planning and Development. I've also served as an ex officio board member for the Franklin County Senior Citizen Center, Ozark Area Chamber of Commerce, and Main Street Ozark. I want to give you a few highlights of what the departments accomplished this past year. The Volunteer Fire Department answered 726 calls. They added a new reporting system that saved time for filing run reports. All active firefighters have completed the required number of total training hours, and mostly important, they have no injuries to report. Guys, that's a big accomplishment for that many people and the calls that they go on. The street department completed paving projects on 7 different locations in town. We purchased new playground equipment and constructed a new bathroom for the splash pad area, as well as constructing new bathrooms in the Anderson building for the use of events downtown. This year, we will continue with paving projects, complete the playground equipment installation at the splash pad, and complete maintenance in all of our area parks. The water department has been very busy this past year repairing lines. There has also been an ongoing project for the Hellberg and Butterball vaults upgrade. We are also relocating the line of the highway department. This year, we are continuing various improvements recommended in the water master plan as well. The Ozark Police Department, there were 808 reports taken, 102 accident reports, 19 motor assist, 9 search warrants served, 447 ordinance warnings, 37 ordinance tickets issued, 552 arrests, 12 juvenile tickets, 1,457 subpoenas served, 825 tickets, and 4,229 warnings issued. 83 affidavits taken, 1 homicide, and 17 investigations into internet crimes against children, as well as 68 private property accident investigations and 114 stray cat and dog pickups. Last year, the city of Ozark hosted 14 training classes as well as several meetings. These training classes brought dozens of officers from all over the United States into Ozark to train. These officers purchased food and gas, and some even stayed in local hotels and bed and breakfasts in our city. We have had 21 law enforcement agencies use our training facility on multiple occasions this last year, which included 7 city police departments, 6 county sheriff offices, 3 state law enforcement agencies, and 5 federal law enforcement agencies. Our 2025 Commission on Law Enforcement Standards and Training audit conducted this month was 100% compliant. And I want those 3 gentlemen in the back, I'm gonna stop and I want them to, y'all stand up. Yeah, don't look at me like that, stand up. Guys, you know, Devin doesn't get excited about much, okay? He kind of stays at a monotone. He came in my office and he was beaming from ear to ear when he handed me that piece of paper because, Devin, I wanna take just a second. That doesn't happen in very, very few places, and it's not a common occurrence, is it?
When they audited us, they said they've done over 70 departments just in our area, 14 different counties, and it was the first one that passed 100% without any assistance.
Wow.
We're very fortunate, guys. Devin and Shay do a fabulous job of bringing training into our community, which is a huge boost for the city of Ozark. I cannot brag on them enough for what they do. Last year, through the support of the community, the police department hosted our first annual haunted house to raise money for the Shop with the Cop program. We raised almost $5,000 during this event. With this and other efforts, they were able to support 84 area children through Shop with the Cop this past Christmas. It has been a very busy year for the Ozark Community Center. The center hosted a variety of community programs and events that brought families, kids, and seniors together throughout the year. We've continued improvements in our facility to make the community center a welcoming space for everyone. We've built new partnerships and strengthened relationships with local organizations, churches, and volunteers. We have helped to create opportunities for residents to stay active, connect with others, and enjoy the community activities. The center facilitated 453 facility rentals and private events, including parties, meetings, and gatherings. These rentals continue to be our largest source of revenue as we consistently stay booked throughout the year because of demand. We hope to explore expanding rental space in the future to better serve our community. Looking ahead to 2026, we are also excited to introduce new ways to help the community stay informed. We've worked together to begin sending out monthly newsletters, which will include important updates, upcoming events, and information about what's happening in our community. Each newsletter will also feature a From the Desk of the Mayor section. In addition, we are implementing a community alert system that residents can sign up for to receive text, phone calls, emails with important updates and notifications. Because of everyone's teamwork and support, the community center continues to be the place where people can gather, stay active, and connect with others in our community. The Franklin County Food Pantry has been completed and is now fully operational. And this lady right here works it every week. And the number of families continue to grow there.
We served 100 families last week.
We're blessed to have that. It's a new facility that works a whole lot better for them and giving them more opportunities to get more food to take care of families. We again want to thank Drummond Trucking for the use of their parking area for the traffic of the food pantry. Thankfully, after several years, the Kimbrough building, as you heard the report earlier, has been completed. We're currently awaiting court date to get all of that issue, the property taken care of. The city was also given the old Model Cafe building. The closing date was January the 6th. The property was auctioned off and brought $20,000 and is currently under renovation. As you can see, several projects are ongoing this year already with many more to come. The State Highway Department is currently repaving Highway 219/23 that was in desperate need. And I have to take a break and say, when they put the signs up last week, some of the residents that have fussed about 219, how bad it is, Guys, then they got aggravated because the signs were blocking their driveway, and they weren't blocking their driveway, okay? Promise you the highway department did do that, but, yeah. That's all I'll say on that. Hopefully within the next month, the new fencing will be installed on the bluff side of the Highland Cemetery. And I wanna stop right there. Michael, stand up. Guys, I'm in trouble tomorrow. What do y'all say? I got them both upset at me. This gentleman right here and his crew, I cannot tell you, I swore they needed to have some kind of hazard pay. But I have had more compliments, more people thanking us, and it was this gentleman's idea, and it was for the safety, if nothing else. But they were hanging off of that bluff. I have some video, I probably don't need to show it for OSHA's sake, but, Michael, I'm gonna tell you, and it is amazing what has happened up there. Thank you for your vision, and thank you for what you've wanted to do for the city to make that cemetery the reverent place that it should be. So thank you very much. The shades have been added at the pavilion, and we're waiting on a signage stone that will hopefully be added within the next couple of months. Ozark is still a great place with lots of possibilities. Let's work together to make things happen. Let's move forward together for a better Ozark. And I want to say this, it didn't get on here, but Roy has stepped in, and guys, I'm just going to tell you, 110% dedicated to what he does, and we thank you for that. We thank you for leading your crew like you are. So thank you. We're very blessed. And I think it was a very wise decision to move you up in that position. So thank you. And Brooke, I'm not going to leave you out. Brooke has her hands full at that community center. And I just want to say, if you ever have spare time, just walk through and you will see how busy that center is. And I promise you, every time that we have a municipal league meeting, the Paris mayor and Greenwood mayor are fighting so hard to get a facility like we have here. And Brooke runs a very tight ship over there. Sometimes she wants to pull her hair out, and some of the kids as well. But thank you for what you do. Thank you for your vision for that. And I would love to see before the end of the year us be able to add you 2 more rooms, because you're booked on weekends, and I think that's a lot to attribute to how you handle people that come. And it's not just Ozark people. It is people, in May, she will have schools from Oklahoma come, and those kids book parties here. So thank you for that. So I appreciate that. Okay, so that is the end of that. And next will be our announcements. Spring cleanup starts Monday the 6th and will end Saturday the 11th. With a copy of your City of Ozark water bill, you can take 1 truckload to the transfer station, and the transfer station will be opened that week. They've assured me it will be open every day, so it will happen. I do need to remind our citizens that trash has to fit inside the cans. Do not put mattresses, chairs, and extra trash on the ground. The only time that's acceptable is when we're doing fall and spring cleanup, or if they've had to, because of weather, skip a week. But other than that, they're not going to pick up the mattresses and chairs. They're not going to do it. We still have several homes and businesses that need your address on it so you can see it from the road. We have been talking about this since September. There is an ordinance that the code enforcement, they are enforcing this. And it is simply for safety purposes. If someone was in your business having a heart attack or needed the EMS and you don't have it labeled and it's a new person, it's not just because we want something else up on your windows. It is a necessity to have that for safety issues. Again, if you've noticed, they are working on Highway 23 and 219. This has been needed to be done for quite a while, so be patient and remember it takes a mess to make progress. The community center was closed last week with a very deep cleaning. It looks great and we appreciate what they have done. And for a minute, Brooke has the floor because I want her to tell you about a program that we have started for our citizen. Hey, I did good. I got all 4 department heads right now to give me a bad look for making them stop.
So we created a new alert system. We already have the app where you could download the app and get notifications that way, but not everybody wants to download apps or know how. So you can go on our website and you can sign up for alerts, and now you can get a text, or some elderly people don't like to text, so you can get a phone call as well if we need to put anything out there about what's going on in the city, or I'm hoping to push out, reminders about the meetings and things like that, because not everyone's on Facebook or YouTube to see that it's live. So I'm hoping that we can get people to sign up that way. If anybody needs help, if you know anybody that wants help signing up for that system, you can tell them to stop by the community center and I can help them do that. I hope maybe to go down to the senior citizen center one day while they're there and kind of take my computer, help them. Maybe they can sign up that way.
It's going to be very beneficial to the city. Run for the Fallen, it's here. It will happen this week. They will pull in Thursday afternoon. The chamber is providing their meal for them Thursday night. And then Friday morning, Arkansas Valley Electric and Workmen's and the A&P Commission will be providing breakfast. We'll be passing out flags this week, and we're asking citizens to line 64 Highway to give them what they say is the best send-off and the response through the cities that they run through. So we'd love to have you there. And if you have any questions or want to help or need any more information, please get with me. We still have 11 businesses that have not paid for their business licenses, 9 food trucks. So those reminders will go out March 31st, and we're hoping before then that those will be taken care of. I do have the monthly or the quarterly meetings scheduled March the 30th, June 1st, August 24th, and November the 16th. So if we don't have anything else, does anybody have anything before we ask for a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
There we go.
Can I have a copy of that, Roxy, so I can have them meeting dates?
There we go. So do we have a second to adjourn, or y'all want to stay here?
I'll make the second.
Yates,
Yes.
Minor. Yes. Harris.
Yes.
Melton.
Yes.
Maker.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Thank you all.